Oh, it's that time once again where we look at my most recent gaming pickups. Now, not only will there be software in this episode, there's some new hardware to look at. So with that in mind, let's get cracking with the knacking and let's start off with some PS5 games which have come into the collection. So this time round with my pickups, there's only actually one JRPG, so yeah, let's have a look at it. And that one is actually Forspoken. Now actually I've had my eyes on Forspoken for can't even say it. Forspoken for quite a while now. I quite like the demo of it, so the price finally dropped down on this, so I pulled the trigger and finally got it. I'm really looking forward to actually playing this one. I'm kind of planning on, once I finish Final Fantasy 16, which I'm right on this cusp of doing, that I'm thinking about moving on to Forspoken as my PS5 game to play. Now, carrying on with the PS5 games, the next pickup has been on my radar for a good while now, and I really enjoyed the first game in this series. So, without further ado, it's Horizon Forbidden West. Now, I am late to the party with this, but I was actually late to the party for Horizon Zero Dawn, and I got the complete edition with that one before, and I really enjoyed my time with playing with Aloy and taking on robot dinosaurs and all the sorts. So with this being on the PS5, I'm really looking forward to going into this back and playing as Aloy and in a new land as well. I've only heard good things about it. I've never really seen anything bad mentioned about it, but if you've got any thoughts about the game, you know what to do, let me know down below. Now, you may know that I'm not the greatest when it comes to FPS shooters, apart from the likes of Borderlands, but there is a title that I saw out in the shops and it was only £5 for a brand new PS5 game. So when it's that cheap, it's going to go into the collection. Now, it's actually Far Cry 6. Now, if I played Far Cry 3 and I have that, I'm looking at my Xbox 360 games, I've got that on the 360 and I enjoyed that one. Actually, I've got the Blood Dragon DLC as well, the one which is set in like a Saturday morning 80s spy cartoon sort of environment. So yeah, look, it's £5, so there's not really much of a loss, and it's Far Cry, so you know what you're getting yourself into. So yeah. Now, before I get into the next set of games, I'm actually going to show you the hardware that I got. And it's not often that I get new hardware to add into the collection. So I have added into my collection, yes, I have finally got my hands on a Nintendo Wii U. Now you might be thinking, hold on, why have you gone backwards to a Wii U? Now, since the Nintendo Switch has become my favourite system to play on, this had a kind of effect where I wanted to actually look back on the history of Nintendo, and with this entail, I got into the Nintendo 3DS and I've added a whole bunch of 3DS games to my collection, but I actually wanted to delve a bit onto the Nintendo Wii U. So I finally picked this up now. Funny story with this, if you live in the UK, you will know of and I've mentioned it on this channel before, the store known as CEX. It is a second-hand electrical goods store. It sells second-hand games, X, Y, and Z, blah, blah, blah. So I got my Nintendo Wii U from there. Now, this isn't actually my first Nintendo Wii U, because when I bought it, I had to take it back the next day because it was faulty. And they're meant to test out everything when they take it in. But what the problem was with it was the HDMI port in the back was knackered. It was like the pin was like really pushed back, so when I was trying it out, you know, it would connect up with the composite cables but not the HDMI. What's the point of having a console without HDMI? So I took it back, and luckily enough, I mean, we got it swapped over, but a bit of a palaver doing that. But from what I have played of the Nintendo Wii U so far, I actually really like it, and the controller sorry, I had to go down and get it. The controller, I find it really, really comfy. Now, I've not had long sessions playing it, but I've taken it through to the bedroom and played a bit of the next game I'll show you on the screen. It's actually a bit of fun. So yeah, I'm looking forward to adding more Nintendo Wii U games to the collection. Now, I mentioned just a second ago that I was playing a game on the Nintendo Wii U through my bedroom. Well, this is to test out, and I picked up New Super Mario Bros. U. Now, I don't actually have this game on the Nintendo Switch. This was going for dirt cheap. I think it was only like £5 or £6. So when Mario games are not usually that cheap, so I thought, you know what, let's add this to the collection. It's Super Mario, you know what you're getting yourself into, really good fun. So when I was picking up the Wii U, I picked up 2 other games with the Super Mario game, and this one was really, really cheap. It was like £3. So hey, it's Lego City Undercover. I do like my Lego games, I have to admit, and from my remembering, folk said this was like the Lego equivalent of Grand Theft Auto, so I thought, come on, it's only £3, so yeah, Lego City Undercover, it's not a JRPG. Now, the last pickup for today is Bayonetta. Now, I have no. Is Bayonetta. Now, funnily enough, I've not played any of the Bayonetta games before. But the reason I really wanted to get into this now, from my remembering, Platinum Games actually developed this. Yeah, it's Platinum Games and Sega. And you'll know from the channel that I am really love Nier Automata. So I wanted to delve into another Platinum title, and I know and I know that the Bayonetta series really gets bigged up about being fast-paced action, and you know me, I like my games with action-based combat as well, so I'm really looking forward to experiencing this for the first time on the Nintendo Wii U. So there we have it, those are my most recent gaming pickups. Have you had any pickups recently that you want to let me know about? Well, you know what to do, fire them in the comments. Now, if you like what you are seeing and hearing on the channel, please help me grow it by liking, sharing and subscribing. And if you want to be kept up to date with everything Chicken Fillets, please hit that notification bell. This has been Chicken Fillets, and until next time, tatty bye!